Hi, everyone.
Hi.
This is Elizabeth. I'm with the Seniors Blue Book, and we are doing a live with Danville Support Services with Lynn and Holly. So happy to have you guys here today. Would
Thanks
you guys
for having us.
Yes, thank you. Would you guys introduce yourselves and a little bit about you and your roles?
Sure. So hi there. I'm Lynn Long, and I've been with Danville for 12 years. And we help people in their homes. We have nursing and caregivers and 1 to 24-hour care. So that's me in a nutshell.
Holly. And I'm Holly Picorni. I'm the administrator here at Danville Support Services. I've been with Danville for 3 years. My background is home care, and I worked under our former administrator, Stephanie Stroll, before she retired, and now here I am. So
wonderful. So happy to have you guys. I've known you for many, many years, and so I'm so honored to have this opportunity to chat with you guys. So we're going to talk a little bit about private duty and about the different things that the roles and how that works and what that really means. So the first question is, what is the difference between home health and home care?
the primary difference, and I think this is where people get a little bit confused, is that home health is usually restorative in nature, and you have to have an event, a qualifying event, to qualify for home health. So a fall, something like that, you've been admitted to the hospital, and it does require a physician's order to start home health. And again, it's going to be temporary, typically, because it is restorative in nature, and the goal is to get you off of home health. Where home care, what we often refer to as personal care, can kind of be anything you need it to be. It's really flexible, and it's based on what the individual needs. So housekeeping, whether it actually be showers, things of that nature, we can kind of fit the niche, whatever the family might need.
Even transportation, I hear.
Transportation as well. Yeah, we can kind of do most anything at this juncture.
Fantastic. When would be a good time to start looking for home care?
Well, I think I'll answer that one just because usually I meet families in a crisis situation at the hospital, or they've had a fall or something like that. My hope is to educate families to get help before they need it, so they have everything set up. And usually in a crisis mode, there's emotions and family involved and dynamics. So the best time to get the home care is before something happens.
Great, good idea. How about paying for these sort of services?
So it's private pay. We do take long-term care insurance. Maybe 10% of our clientele have that. Not a lot of people have it, but yeah, we can take private pay, workers' comp claims, we do that. But it's just like anything else. If you were to go to assisted living, you'd have to private pay that.
Yes.
And it's just an alternative. And then sometimes we'll do the transition care going into assisted living or memory care. So support the family.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And then how do your services help someone like myself or anyone remain independently at home?
Yeah, kind of like I was alluding to before, we can sort of flex our care around the need of the individual. So many of our clients are considering going to a community rather than staying at home because they can't keep up with the housework. They can't do the meals anymore. They don't remember to take their meds. They need help with transportation. They need errands. And those are all services we can provide while keeping that person at home. We also do live-in care. So if someone is uncomfortable being at home alone, we have caregivers who would stay in the home with them 24 hours a day. So it really, again, it can be completely customizable to the individual and their family.
Wonderful. What sort of questions should I be asking a company when they want to come in and help be interviewed?
That's a great question. Thank you, Elizabeth. So we would want them to ask how long the company's been in business, how many caregivers do they have enough staff if someone calls off or is sick. You just want to ask them if they're licensed and insured, and how they do the care plans and things like that. So we'll have like a care plan like this and have the aides trained on what to do on all of the cares that are requested. So you want to make sure there's a lot of training involved with the company as well.
Wonderful. I'm glad you actually brought that up. That was one of my questions. What is exactly a care plan?
A care plan is just like a client assessment that would have the needs that they might have, like the activities of daily living, we call them the ADLs, and it would show, do they need a full assist? Are they a partial assist? And so this will be like the document that's needed to help for care. And that way, if that aide was to call off sick, the normal one, then someone else can pick this up. It's like charting and pull up the chart and know exactly what's needed for this client.
Great, wonderful. My last question is, how would you as a company protect the consumer when someone's coming into the home?
Yeah, and I think that's where a lot of our families have some discomfort, right? A stranger coming into your home until you've developed that bond of trust. How do you know? Our company is licensed and insured, so we're licensed through the state. And because we're licensed through the state, we have to ensure that all of our caregivers pass a background check, and that we ensure that they do that prior to introducing them to the home. One unique thing that Danville does that I think is pretty special is we try to introduce the caregivers prior to them actually beginning care, so that the customer and the client aren't completely taken off guard by a random person walking into their home. We do try our best to find a good personality fit as well. And I think when you have that trust, that's something that can really make care go very smoothly from the get-go. But primarily those things are, we're licensed, we're insured, and background checked as well.
Fantastic. Sounds like you guys are doing a remarkable job over there at Danville. And I'm so happy to hear about private duty and what all the services that can be offered to help someone remain safe in the home. Is there any closing remarks that you guys would like to say? If not, I thank you so much for being here.
No, thanks for the time.
Thank you,
And yeah, just thanks for the opportunity to talk about home care, because I think it's a really wonderful option that not many people are quite clear on. So thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for helping clear some of those questions up. People definitely need to understand what home care is all about. I'm a huge advocate for it. So thank you so much again for being here today. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.